I don't know. I mean, I think even if I wanted to allocate time for that, it would just happen. It just happens naturally. Because we have, or I try to create an environment where there isn't a 9 to 5, no one walks out the door at 6 o'clock, or, you know, I kind of specifically set up the business almost so I wouldn't have to show up at 9 or 10, because I'm rubbish on mornings, and people will kind of stay there and will explore things and find things on their own. And giving them a platform and giving them a way to communicate those findings has been really important for us. So our engineer works on a lot of crazy stuff and comes up with code to do marvelous things, and he can blog about it and he can write about it and he can attach his name to that. And the personal recognition of each team member to outside of the company actually makes people want to explore things a little bit more. And of course other times you're super busy and you can't, but I try to make sure that we also have a down curve. We're really busy, but then we're not so much, so we can just do stuff organically and work that in. So again, because you're 5 people in the room, you don't have to manage that process of R&D. It's there.
We tend to do it on a project basis.
We don't actually call it R&D. I mean, it just is. It's what we're doing constantly. We're constantly innovating, constantly looking at new products. And our guys are looking at new products, I mean, when they're looking around at the weekend or online, and they're checking out what their peers are doing. So it's a constant process for us. So we don't even have R&D.
I think R&D should be built into everything you do. Yeah. You should research and develop the project you're working on. I think sometimes that's mixed up between personal work and paid-for work. And I think personal work is, you know, as vital, and I think that's more important than thinking about R&D. It's like thinking about your own self-generated projects as well as just doing something because someone's paying for you. But in terms of R&D, you should just be doing it all the time. I'd like to say I'll do everything we do is been R&D to death, but you know, there's realities there. But I think you should aim for that, sure. Well, it should be 5 times as big, you know. I mean,
so it is those kind of things?
Yeah, and you know how things are displayed. Some things are displayed great, some things, you know, they could be displayed better, but you're constrained by budgets and spaces and, you know, working with an organisation like the V&A. So there's real practical things. I think, you know, there's a lot of people worked on it, did a fantastic job of putting it on. But ultimately, when you look at it, I just, you know, I see, well, that could have been bigger, and that's not quite right. And we haven't got that piece in there, and they're not represented, and we haven't covered that bit off.
So just more and better.
Yeah, you know, kind of deeper, but you know, it would become huge because it's such a huge area. So you have to kind of put your stakes in the ground. But ultimately, that just means I'm not happy.
But the V&A said they'll give you a decode 2 and give you another gallery.
It will take another 6 years, and it'll be a completely different show again. So
take over the whole museum.
Can I ask a question?
Please do. Please do.
What did you guys want to get out of today? Why did you do it?
Well, I think we like the discussion. I think in essence, the discussion is very important to us. So let's do this with our clients, you know, and it's working out what you guys feel, what you guys as the innovators, because you're on the kind of a very important periphery of, in some ways, what these guys do. And so it's such a niche business that, you know, that it's just, and it fuels everything else. You know, it's just such an exciting part of the business. So I think it's really the discussion was the milk and the beers, but that's really what we wanted. Yeah.
And a kind of a celebration that Disco's got its own studio now at number 4 Golden Square. We emerged out of Golden Square post-production. We should thank right now really for helping us put on tonight's event. So we can continue the conversation.
I think we should go to the bar. But thank you very much, guys.